Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. These corners backing off a bit. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Quickly complete. And they get him down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Back to throw, it's back. They're bringing heat. And he's a real nowhere. In this no-gain land.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit.
Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. Direct snap. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught near the sticks, it's Burks. At the 45 on his way. it. Touchdown Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Gets it out fast. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They needed a... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Dogs are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Dogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Ran through the contact. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll go with a direct snap. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the air, it's Beck. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
A little screen to the running back. Finds a little space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. No return coming. He'll call for fair catch. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the give off the left side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying the left side. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it. And the ball is picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback's stats, not the receivers.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Second down coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To throw, it's Hawkins. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you hit the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He wants to pass it on second down. Getting some heat. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On the run, it's Etienne. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Burks. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to... and it's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He throws into the middle of the field. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On the move, it's Barnes. At the 45, on his way. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Reeled it in and just made the house call. And another passing touchdown touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll leave it with him. And the ball squirted out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Oklahoma 35, Georgia 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, and he gets downfield with a big catch. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now adjusting. Got his man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like blocks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, run, run. You're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
Man, I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Trying to get to him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Steps away. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Trying to get behind the defense. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The throw. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for space to the left. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll start this drive firing. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the...
Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Turns it loose. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. So gave him a little bit of hope.
Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying play action. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And
racing to the right. Touchdown Sooner. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
36.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out, and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team, and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Barnes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Pulls it in. It's Sharp. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever. Get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw it again. Picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them never make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Dances away. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Spits it out to the back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Touchdown, Florida! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks.
Afterburners coming. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Short yardage play, they'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Third downs are huge. I've got to have success on third down. And sometimes I got to break out some plays that you haven't seen. Nice job getting the wide receiver the football, hand him the football, let him do some things in space, let him get a big first down for you, let him get a new set of downs for you.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes his connection. Touchdown Gators! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up for the PAT.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Inside the 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they've built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. He throws one to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays, the space in the offense, the speed.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the tailback. And he could not get loose on the run.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Throws for the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Now rolling to the left. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to it, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
That's caught. It's Sharp. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Achuk. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They keep attacking through the air. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Snap it to the back. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Keeps looking downfield. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it, and now the other team better respond.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Throws into the middle of the field. Snatches it on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Florida 14.
And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to run, it's Barnes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He's got his man. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Going with the ground game left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense gets set for second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. Did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Using his legs to buy some time. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
second down after the incompletion. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Bust through. The stiff arm gets him loose. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right.
He's off to the races. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're working that left side. They get him down after he makes the catch. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Oklahoma 42, Florida 21.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the right. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.